now to your inhalation and exhalation. Try if you can to notice which is the more dominant. Some of us may be more dominant in our in-breath, or opposite, more dominant in our exhalation. And then gradually start to equal the length of your in and your out breath. Then slowly introduce your Ujjayi breath, stretching the back of the throat, creating that audible sound, and keeping your equal lengths of your in and your out, with a little pause between the two. Just by this practice alone, this is allowing our nervous system to settle down. Throughout the day, we activate both our sympathetic and our parasympathetic nervous systems. And throughout this class alone, so currently you are in a parasympathetic state, rest and digest. And then as we move through the class and it becomes more dynamic, an element of your parasympathetic system will kick in, your fight or flight. And it's at these times where we really need to dig down deep into ourselves, into our breath, to allow our bodies to do the work, the physical aspect of yoga. One more, inhalation. And on the exhalation, reach both of your arms up to the ceiling, shoulder distance apart, and then all the way over your head to the back of your mat and floor. Full lateral stretch. Inhale, stretch your hands away from your toes, toes away from your hands. And on the exhale, take your arms up to the ceiling and down by your sides. One more time. Inhale, just hold the arms down. And on the exhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Inhale, reach your hands all the way over your head, that's it. So reach your hands away from your feet on the inhale. And on the exhale, slowly reach your arms up to the ceiling and down by your sides. On the inhale, slide your feet one at a time up towards the ceiling. And take your right knee into your chest, holding onto your right knee, or right shin, sorry. Rotate your right foot. Big circles warming up the ankle. 3, 2, 1, and then the other way. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, extend your left leg away, flexing your left foot, squeeze your right knee even more, stretching your hamstring into your glute. Flex the left foot as if you're standing tall. And then release the right foot to the floor. Slide the left knee up. Take the left knee in. Just give it a gentle squeeze. Holding onto the shins with two of your hands and circle the left foot. For 3, for 2, for 1, and the other direction. Big circles. 3, 2, 1. And then extend the right leg away on the inhale. On the exhale, flex your right foot as if you're standing and squeeze the left knee even more. And then release the left leg all the way, fully extended along the floor. You're going to reach the arms on the inhale over the head, just like we did at the very start. Ribs in, belly in. And on the exhale, you're going to shoot the arms up, lift your head and shoulders, and take your right knee in, and you're going to tap either side of your ankle with your two hands. And then inhale, extend the leg, extend the arms. Exhale, other side. Left knee comes in, you're going to tap your two sides of your ankle, and then inhale. So now we're going to increase. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, as we increase, you don't want to increase your breath at the same tempo as we're lifting and dropping. So keep your breath slow and steady, but just increase the lifting and lowering of the right knee and then the left knee. As if it's a lying down march. 5, 4, 3, squeeze the belly inwards in, 2, and 1. So whichever leg you've ended with, take the other one up to join it. Hug your knees, hug your nose, squeeze everything in, and then release all the way down. All the way down. You're going to grab one of your blocks, and on the the low height, you're going to place it underneath your lower back into your upper bum. So between the two spaces. Your knees are to the ceiling, your feet are flat on the floor, and you're going to just take the right knee up towards the ceiling. Right leg up to the ceiling. Good. Arms are by your side. Draw the navel in so you're engaging your core. Try to keep your left knee in line with your left hip. Don't allow your left knee to swing out to the left. You're going to gently bring that right leg out to the right with control. Keeping it out to the right. Just straightening up the hips and the inner leg muscles. Once again, just focus on the left in line with the left hip. Draw the navel in. Don't lift up the left ribs or the left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. Then on the exhale, bring the right leg up to the ceiling. Place the right foot down. Other side. Left foot extends to the ceiling. Right knee in line with right hip. Engage the core a lot as you gently bring the left leg out to the left. Doesn't matter how far it goes, as long as you can feel that opening of the hip and into the inner leg muscles. Good. So the right knee is bent. The right leg is not extended. Right foot is flat on the mat. James, if you could just bend your right knee there. The other knee. That's it. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly bring the left all the way back. Lower the left foot to the mat. Lift your bum away from the block. Take your block out to one side. And this is optional, so you can either cross your feet at your ankles, reach up and hold on to the outside edge of your feet, but if that's not viable or possible for you today, place your hands behind your knees, take your knees into your chest. So either option, you're going to roll through your spine a couple of times, just to give your spine a nice little massage. I like holding on to the feet because it really uses the legs to create that momentum going forward and back. Once you roll up, this is slow motion. You then place your hands down and you push up your feet to come into your tabletop position. Now, come a little bit further back on your mat, and we're going to lower onto our forearms, elbows underneath our shoulders, wrists in line with our elbows. We did this before the Easter break. This is a baby cat-cow. Normally in our cat-cow, we're focusing on the lower part of our backs, really wakening up the lumbar spine. And this baby cat-cow, we're going to focus on the upper back. So even close your eyes, visualize your upper back, your more thoracic part of your spine. And it's usually notoriously tight. So I want you to think about your heart, the front of your heart. And I want you to bring the front of your heart to the back of your heart and the back of your heart to the spine. Your chin can come in, but I don't want you so much to tuck the tailbone in. I want you to really, it goes in naturally, that's fine, but I really want you to push the heart up to the spine. And then on the exhale, I want you to bring just the heart down towards the floor, and as a consequence, your shoulder blades will come together. Inhale, and then exhale, push your heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop your heart down to the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep going just like that. Now, this is difficult because we're so used to working onto the lumbar spine. So you hold this strong And just focus on this area. Yeah, try not to collapse this area. Focus on this. Bring your elbows a wee bit further back. No, no, back to here. That's it. And push your heart up to my hand. There you go. There you go. Now, bring your heart down to the floor. Squeeze these two shoulder blades together even more. There you go. Good, good, good. Hug, hug, hug. And then push your heart up to my hands. There you go. Yeah? See that? And keeping this still. Keep going as you move through your reps. Dropping the heart down. And then pushing the heart up. Good. One more time. Push the heart, just the heart. That's it. Good. Bring the shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Lovely. Totally different sensations in the body. And then placing your wrists underneath your shoulders, coming up into our traditional tabletop. And now we're going to focus on the cat. But since we've just opened up the heart and the back of the spine, I want you to also continue working through the upper part and the lower part in your cat cow. So even close your eyes, visualize the whole part of your back. So lifting the tailbone, dropping the heart, lifting the head. So the shoulder blades are coming together, even in this one. And then push the heart, tuck the tailbone in, chin comes in on the exhale. Inhale, front of the body, the sternum, the belly button goes down, the shoulder blades come together, the head comes up, there's not as much freedom in the neck for the head to come up, that's it, stay very good. Exhale, round, chin comes in, tailbone comes in, heart goes up, lovely, good. Inhale, head up, squeeze the shoulder blades, tailbone up, good. That's it, one more each way. Exhale all the air out of your body. Inhale. Lovely, lovely, well done. Good. And then come back to your neutral tabletop position. Spreading your hands, tuck the toes of both feet under, lift the knees, keep the knees bent, and lift the sit bones up to our first modified downward dog. Knees are bent, sit bones are high. Good. Now, I don't know about you, but in my first downward dog of the day, I like to walk it out. So I give my legs a nice long stretch. Now take your time. Take each leg one at a time. An opportunity to stretch from your heel, calf, the back of the knee, the hamstring. Take it nice and slow so you really give the backs of the legs a chance to stretch. Now keep your hips up high as you're doing this. You're also strengthening your shoulders, lengthening the side body. One more. And then come to a static downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, take your weight over to the left foot, and we're going to reach that right leg to the sky. Right leg lifts. Now we're going to rock and shift our whole body forward so that our shoulders come over our wrists, and we're taking that right knee all the way up to the nose in that direction. And when you look down at your knee, you can see, just look down at your knee, you can see that your shin is parallel to the floor. I want you to lift the shin as high as you can away from the floor. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. That's it. So again, we're working into the thoracic spine. We're pushing the heart up to the ceiling. We're rounding our upper back. Our hips are square. Even point your foot so that your foot is high. Good. That's it. Beautiful. And breathe. Keep lifting the knee up to the chest. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, a big step up with the right foot. Good. Actually, no, we're not going to go back to that right knee. We're lowering the shin to the floor. Beg your pardon. I'm skipping to the next one. Don't want to skip. I want to do it all. And then you're going to swing that left foot out to the left. And place that left foot flat onto the floor. Okay, if you're enough room there, guys. And then you're going to come away from the floor. And ensure you're not leaving the tailbone behind. Keep the tailbone nice and tucked and take the right hand behind. You're going to slide the left hand along the left leg and reach that right elbow to the ceiling. So that elbow's not coming forward, it's going up to the ceiling. That's it, good. Ensure your right foot is flat and pressing down into the floor. That's why it's not so good to wear socks. Now think about the outside edge of your foot. Pressing down into the outside edge of the foot so the four corners of the feet are being used against the floor. Keep with your Ujjayi breath. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly come all the way back to center. Release the right hand. Bring both wrists underneath the shoulders to the floor. Lift the left leg away. Rotate it around. Now once you get it round behind, rather than keeping the toes out to the left, rotate the toes to the floor so that your hips are square. You're keeping your hips square. When you rotate, sometimes that left hip stays up high, but when you rotate the foot, the hips will square. Good. Now take the right hand to the left shoulder. Hold on to the shoulder. That elbow is pointed down to the floor. You're going to take the left knee in and try and touch the upper tricep. And then take the left leg out behind. Then take the left knee to the right elbow, not the elbow to the knee. And then take it out behind. So the right elbow is the one that's bent. And then again, left elbow, extend. Right elbow, opposite elbow. And then extend. That's it. Square the hips. Draw the navel in. Ribs in. Keep looking down at the floor. Do it nice and slow so you're not rushing. Good. That's it, Louise. Keep breathing. For 3. For 2. For 1. Good. End with the leg extended. Place the right hand and the left knee down. Tuck the toes with both feet under. And lift all the way up to your downward dog. Good. And take that left leg all the way up to the sky. And you're in red. And on your exhalation, step up with your left foot between your two hands. So you're framing your left foot. Drop the right knee to the mat, untuck the right toes, and heel toe the left foot out to the left. We're going to allow the inside of the left foot to open away from the floor, so the left knee moves out to the left. The left hand is going to come behind your head, and then you're going to lift the left elbow all the way and rotate it up to the ceiling. And if you can, also your gaze, but if not, keep looking to the side. Good. Breathe. So here we're opening up the chest, opening up the side body, opening up the hip. And also working into the right hip flexor in our lunge. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly placing the whole of the left foot onto the mat. Release the left hand down. It may come to the inside of the left foot, that's okay. Tuck the toes of the right foot under, lift the knee, step back into your downward dog. And then adjust your hands so that your arms are shoulder distance apart. Hips are high, downward dog. That's it. Ujjayi. Take a deep breath in, ribs in. That's it. Just have it. Take the weight over to the right foot. Left leg goes to the ceiling. We're going to squeeze that knee, come forward, stacking the shoulders. So this is the left side, what we just practiced. So we're going to take that shin as high as we can, point our left foot, squeeze everything. Condense everything in our middle. Knees up all the way to your nose, our jeans. Knees here, shins high above the floor. So your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and you're lifting your shin high from the floor, pointing your left foot. And you're just holding this here. We're not moving. It's like a one-legged plank. Good. Breathe. Try to lower your hips even more, Louise. So you shift your weight forward. That's it. That's it. Good. Breathe it harder. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lower that shin, left shin to the floor. And then we're going to swing that right foot out to the right. And then take the hands away. So this is called gift pose. Take the left hand behind the head, right hand slides down the right leg, and then you're stretching and lengthening the left oblique, the left ribs, pressing the left hand into the head, opening up the elbow. That's it. Good. Using the whole of your right foot, planted into the floor. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, come back to our tabletop position. Lift the right leg away from the floor, rotate it behind, and then rotate the toes, so the toes point to the floor. Hips are square. This time we're going to take the left hand and hold on to the right shoulder. Right knee comes in, taps the tricep or the elbow, and then brings it out right behind. Into the left, opposite, and then extend it behind. Right, breathe in, breathe out, left. So when you're trying to get to the opposite elbow, think about condensing everything. Ribs come in, not too fast, keep looking down at the floor. Slow and controlled. Good. For 3, for 2, for 1. Everybody ends with the leg extended behind. Lower the left hand to the mat, tuck the toes of the left toes under, and then lift up all the way to the sky. One-legged downward dog. You're supposed to do it that way on the other side. And never worry. And then we're going to take a big step up with the right foot. Between your hands, drop the left knee. Heel toe the right foot out. And the right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Untuck your back toes. And then peel the inside of the right foot away as you open up the right knee. If this is enough, you can always stay here or take the right hand behind. Open up the elbow. Rotate. Open up the chest. That's it. Good. So there's always options in yoga. If anything doesn't feel good or is testing your body to the limits, then you opt out. You take the modified. Good. Breathe. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly place the right foot back down onto the mat, the right hand, and then step back into your downward dog. Step back into your downward dog. Good. And then just walk it out. Now we're coming to a static downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze. Take a big step up with the right foot between your two hands. Lower the left knee. Keep the back toes tucked this time. Anjali Asana. We're going to release the hands to the ceiling. Hands come together. Then we're going to frame our right foot. Lift the back knee. Step back, downward dog. We're going to do that again on the other side. Step up with your left. Lower the right. Anjali Asana. Hands come together. Look up with your thumbs. Exhale. Hands come to the floor. Lift the back knee, step back. We're going to keep doing those reps, guys. And as you step up with your right, lower the back knee, Anjali Asana. So as you keep going with these reps, these repetitions, start to see if you can open even more with the pelvis, sinking the pelvis down lower. See if you can reach the hands even further to the sky. Keep going, 4 more to do. As you go back and step up, your body starts to get warmer. Your shoulders start to open up, your chest opens up. Keep going. Can you sink even more into the lunge? And even if the knee goes beyond the ankle, that's okay. You're giving your Achilles a nice stretch. Good. More. Use your core. Last one. And then end in your downward dog. Good. Let's all come to downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, a little hopper step to the front of your mat, half lift, and then inhale, exhale, fold, inhale, reach the heavens above, extend the mindset, exhale to your heart. Now close your eyes, set a little intention. Then flutter your eyelids open. We're going to do 4 rounds of Surya Namaskar. So if you need to do the modified version, you're taking plank, half plank, chaturanga, cobra, 3 plank, and then downward dog. I'll Otherwise, I'll do the full version. Inhale, reach and stack. Exhale, swan down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Jump or step back into your plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Now this is the very first round. So just take the first 2 rounds just to feel into your bodies. But after all those Anjali asanas and low lunges, you may not feel as stiff as you did previously. So it may feel a little bit easier to do that first round than it did in the previous times. So the more now that we practice Surya Namaskar, let's see what adjustments we can do to ourselves, what little tweaks we can make. There's always opportunities for the light bulb to flash in moments of a repeated practice. Placements of the toe, placements of the hands, how you hug the muscles to the bones. But also in Surya Namaskar, it's really important to engage your bandhas, your Uddiyana Bandha, that lock between your belly button and your perineum, particularly when you transition. So one more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, a little hopper step, half lift, the same inhale, straight spine. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the heavens, hands come together, look up with your thumbs, and then exhale to your heart. Good, side 2. Inhale, reach, come out of your hips, but hug the muscles to the bones. Exhale, swan dive, straight spine, straighten the legs until you need to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift, hands can stay on the floor if you have long hamstrings or to the shins. Exhale, hands to the floor, a jump, lifts the feet back into your plank. Hug the elbows in as you lower, chaturanga, one long line. Upward dog, squeeze the tush, lift your gaze, push your heart forward. And on the exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, lock. So our bandhas are locks, and they are locks to store energy in our bodies. So we're not giving the energy away. We're not releasing it too quickly. So we engage our inner core muscles. There's 3 bandhas. And the 2 that we use the most in Vinyasa flow are Mula Bandha, our root lock, and Uddiyana Bandha, our core lock. And then there's the Jala Bandha for your throat lock. Slow and steady, Ujjayi, one more, inhale. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, little hopper step, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, straighten the legs, hug the muscles, and then exhale to your heart. Good. Round 2, inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, jump or step back into your plank. Shoulders stacked over your wrists, keep looking down, and then hug the elbows in, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra, point the feet, and then transition, Uddiyana Bandha, lock, tuck the toes under, and lift the sit bones high. Now use your hands, grip onto the mats with your fingers. Push the knuckles into the mat, don't allow any air through your hands. And then lift out of your wrist, hug your forearms, rotate your biceps away from your ears. So therefore you're hugging your triceps. Opening up the upper back, ribs in, belly in, sit bones high. Sit bones high. So lift the sit bones, lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. Working those heels in the direction of the floor. Slow and steady. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze. A little hopper step. Half lift, straighten the spine. Bring the heart down. Beautiful, Amanda. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the ceiling. Exhale to your heart. Last time. Inhale, reach up. Lift. Exhale, swan dive. Come out of your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, jump or step back. Chaturanga. arms, shoulders, opening deeper. The obliques spread long, spine is long, sit bones high, legs working down towards the floor. And then the flow of the breath, flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. Focus your gaze, your drifting between your knees. These static postures is all about concentration. One more, inhale. And on the exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze, hopper step, half lift, exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Vinyasa to the downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump. Plank. Chaturanga. Good. Elbows in. Good. Upward dog. Good. Downward dog. We're going to take the weight over to the left foot. Right leg lifts to the ceiling. Take the right knee to the nose. Come forward. So you're like a one-legged plank. Squeeze that shin up, and then a big step up with the right foot. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling, present. So right knee is bent, back leg is straight. Now all 10 toes face in front of your mat, so the back heel is lifted. Back heel is lifted. That's it. So a nice big bend into that right knee. So sink your hips. Now this is a little bit different than we're used to practicing. This is crescent, but we're going to add a little bit more into hip flexors, strengthening and stretching to open up our backs a little bit more. So we're going to hook our two thumbs together, and as if that hook is pulling the hands away, okay? So you're creating a resistance with your hands. Now, the work that we've been doing since we came into class in our puppy dog, cat cow, is added now into here. So we're going to push our heart, the front of the sternum, goes all the way back to the spine. Now the hands aren't going to come down, the hands are just going to go slightly forward, the chin comes in slightly, and the pelvis scoops down and under. We bend that back knee, and as an effect, you will feel the stretch from the knee into the hip flexor. Does everybody feel that? Okay, good. Okay, now from here, we're going to grind into that right big toe, right heel. We're going to straighten the left leg, release the thumbs, open up into cactus, and bring the shoulder blades together. As a consequence, the heart comes forward. I'm going to repeat that 3 more times. Inhale, hook the thumbs, push the heart back to the spine, bend the back knee, stretching the front quad, left quad and hip flexor. Exhale, straighten the left leg, open the arms into cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale. Hook the thumbs. Push the front of the sternum and the heart to the spine. Good. That's it, Stephen. Lovely. Good. And then exhale. Release. Straighten the back leg. Bring the heart forward. Elbows back. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Good. One more time. Inhale. Hook the thumbs. Hook the thumbs. Push the heart back. This is not easy. Push the heart back. Chin in. That's it. Back knee bend. And then on the exhale, release cactus. Straighten the back leg. That's it. So now we're stretching the hip flexor. Good. Come into your normal present pose. Back leg straight, front knee bent, arms parallel. And then slowly bring the left hand down to the floor as the right arm circles all the way up to the ceiling for our high lunge twist. I have to give these kudos, guys, because last night when I was doing it, the sound effects was next level. So the concentration there was brilliant. Okay, so yet high lunge twist. Now from here we're going to drop the left knee onto the mat or your knee pad, and we're going to take that right hand behind our head, the right hand behind our head, just like we did at the beginning. Then we're going to take the right elbow to the instep of our right foot, and then open up with a twist to the ceiling. And then down to the instep, and then open to the ceiling. 3 more. Breathe in. Exhale. This is called the world's greatest stretch, a pantling. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now, we're going to release our right hand behind. We're going to summon the left heel that's behind towards our bum. We don't want to grab onto it with our right hand. We want to bring it towards our fingertips. And our fingertips have a job of pushing away. Now, if you can't reach, if it's not reaching, that's okay. But we're going to create a lot of contraction. Yes, a lot of crampy feeling into that hamstring. And we're doing that on purpose. Because then we're going to give it a lovely stretch. In order to become more flexible, we have to strengthen. So strengthening. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, release. Take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Now we're going to start twisting. Walk the hands round to the left. And then pivot. So that, I'm going to shoot over there. That left leg is going to come out behind. You're going to twist into Skandasana. So now this is the stretch. So you can take the right heel off the floor, hands on the floor for support, flex this left foot, and we're having a nice long stretch of that contracted muscle a second ago. Good. This is Skandasana. So if you can, bend the right knee to the right. You can come onto the ball of the right foot and lower the sit bones down. The hands are on the floor for support, so we're not just balancing in this position. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, use your hands to push the torso up and then pivot. The left heel rotates back, so this is our warrior two. Right toes to the front. Warrior two. So we went from Skandasana, just to show you, into warrior two. We're going to take the left hand behind. Some of you might be able to hook your fingers into the crease of your right thigh. And then the right arm is going to reach up into the reverse. So again, we're working these shoulders, opening up the chest, keep the right knee bent. Good. Right arm reaches to the ceiling, not over the head. That's it. Good. Oh, some of you may have practiced ballet in our early years. One more breath. Inhale. So this is where we will need a block towards our left hand. From our reverse warrior, we're going to first take a Trikonasana, but this is not our average Trikonasana. Straighten this right leg, and the forearm, I'm going to turn this way, the forearm is going to come into the crease of the thigh and the hip. And with the strength of the arm, it's going to guide that thigh bone, the femur bone, hooking it right into the hip socket as you bring the left arm up to the ceiling. Both legs are straight. So we went from here to here. Straighten both legs. Four corners of both of your feet. Good. Good, good, good. Even more. Now, if you find it difficult to straighten the leg, you narrow the stance. It makes it easier. Working into the obliques. Try not to stick out that right hip. Bring that right hip forward as you take the left hip back. One more breath, lovely Louise. Now, from here, reverse Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to rotate, bend into that right knee, rotate the left hand down to your left block, and then lift that left leg away from the floor as you twist round to the right. Flexing the top foot, that will keep the leg active. That's it, good everybody. Beautiful. These are doing amazing. One more breath. Inhale. On the exhale, all we're doing is dropping the right hand, keep the left leg lifted, keep the hips square, and then release both hands away from the floor, lifting up into warrior three. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Squeeze the tush. One more breath. Squeeze the belly in. And on the exhale, bend the supporting leg deeply. As you lower the hands to the mat, lower the left toes to the mat, slide that right foot back, hover above the floor, and chaturanga. Upward dog, front of both feet come down. Downward dog. Take the weight over to the right foot, the left leg goes to the ceiling. Take the knee into the chest, shin hovers, step up. So we do it on the other side, all 10 toes to the front of your mat. Hook the thumbs, pull the hands apart. Push the hands ever so slightly forward so it's not coming down forward. It's only being pushed above your head. As you scoop, the pelvis under, heart comes back, back knee bends. On the inhale. Exhale, straighten, cactus arms. Push the elbows back, and that will help bring the shoulder blades back. Inhale, hook, bend, scoop, heart. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale, hook, scoop, heart, bend back knee. Good. Exhale, release. Cactus. Bring the elbows back. Squeeze the elbows back. Keep them lifted. Keep them lifted. Good. And then one more. Inhale. Scoop. Heart. Bend back knee. Beautiful. And then, beautiful faces, everybody. Open the heart. And then release. Crescent. Back leg stays straight. Front knee bent. And then both hands come to, right hand comes to the floor, the left hand goes down to the floor, but then it circles all the way up to the ceiling. In for our high lunge twist. So this sets us up for our little Ardha twist. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Where's my hat? And on the exhale, lower the right knee to the mat. Lower right knee. Take the left hand behind your head. And then world's greatest stretch. We want to take the left elbow to the instep of the left foot. And then all the way back up to the ceiling. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Inhale. So you can see how slow it is. We don't speed this up. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze the belly in. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now, release the left hand behind to the back of the room. Summon the right heel towards your bum. You may not get it all the way up, but just keep squeezing, pushing the fingers into the heel, flex, squeeze, contract, cramp, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, release the right toes to the mat. Take the left hand to the inside of the left. Start to walk the hands as you pivot into your Skandasana. That's it. Right toes this time, Amanda. That's okay. Right toes to the ceiling. That's it, James. Good. Stretching into the adductor and into the hamstring of the right. One more breath. Now, all we do from here, Skandasana, is we push right to the floor and then set up for our warrior 2. Bend it into the left knee, back leg stays straight. Wrap the right arm around the lower back. Tuck in the fingers if you can. If not, just place the hand on your lower back. And then reach that left arm up to the ceiling. So we're stretching into the obliques again. So we keep bringing the right foot and the right knee to the front. That's it. Good. 4 corners, press it into the mat. Beautiful. Extend up to the ceiling so you feel a nice big stretch, opening up into the ribs. Beautiful. One more breath. Reverse into our Trikonasana with the forearm. So the forearm hooks into the hips and the thigh crease, and then the right arm, both legs are straight, right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Narrow your stance if it's too difficult with the legs straight. Good. Keep rotating. Right ribs back, left ribs forward, right hip back. Plant the feet. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to move through warrior 2. So bend into that left knee. And then we're going to step up with the right hand to your block. I don't have one handy, but that's okay. And then lift that right leg up to the ceiling as you twist round to the left. Perhaps you don't need a block. Flex the top foot. Control, slow the breath. This is just a balance. Concentrate. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower the left hand. Square your hips. Now release both hands. Squeeze the left tush. Lift. Warrior 3. Squeeze the belly in. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, both hands come to the floor. Bend that left leg deeply. Lower the right toes to the mat. Then step back with the left foot. One-legged plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Reset your breath. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, come forward into a plank. Come onto your forearms. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Pivot over to the left. Place the whole of the right foot onto the mat and take your right hand to your right waist. So your right foot is flat and the outside edge of your left foot is pressed onto the mat. Good. Lift your hips and now lift your left foot. Even if, no, the left foot, just the left foot. Different, isn't it? Good. Even if it doesn't lift, just the idea in your brain asking it to lift is contracting a little. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, lower your left foot to the mat. Now take your right knee into your chest. Right knee into, now hold on to the shin of your right knee, squeeze it up. Breathe in. If not, just stay in side plank. And then lower. Back to your side plank. Pivot round to your front, forearm plank. And then over to the other side. Both heels over to the right. Both heels to the right. Take your left hand to your waist. Your left foot is flat and is the outside edge of your right foot. You're going to lift the right foot away from the floor. Lift, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. In. And on the exhale, lower the right foot. Take the left knee into the chest. Hold on to the shin. Squeeze it up. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, rotate into your forearm plank. Into plank. Into downward dog. Take the weight to the left foot, right leg to the ceiling. Step up with your right foot. Lower your left knee. This is our same crescent position with the hook of the thumbs. Only now we're in our low lunge position. So, scoop the pelvis under. You'll feel a nice big stretch into that left thigh, left hip flexor. Push the heart back to the spine. Chin comes in slightly, hands slightly forward as you pull your thumbs apart. And then as you exhale, sink. Squeeze those elbows back. Open up the heart. Lower the hips. Now we're stretching. Good. And then inhale. Push. Scoop. Heart goes back. Tailbone under. Lengthen into that front quad. And then exhale. Heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Sink the hips. Good. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up to the heavens. Hands frame your right foot. Lift the back knee. Step back with your right foot. Downward dog. Take the weight to the right foot, left leg to the ceiling. Knee to the nose and step up with the left foot. Lower the right knee. Same again. Hook the thumbs. Scoop. Tailbones, pelvis under. Grind into the front left foot. And then release. Sink your hips. See how low you can sink. Letting it all let go. And then inhale. Lengthen the front right quad. Exhale. Squeeze those elbows back. Hug the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Low lunge. Hand frame your left foot. Lift the back knee, step back. Downward dog. Okay, so the major two blocks we wanted to start with. Just stay with your breath like that for blocks. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, slowly take your right knee to the ceiling, right leg to the ceiling. And then bring your right knee into your nose. And then a big step up with your right foot into high lunge. Now you're going to have your two blocks placed underneath your two hands. You're starting to, you may need to turn along to the high side. Everybody's going to be different here. Straighten that right leg. So this is a fallen pyramid, fallen triangle. Turn the left block to the flat side, place your hand on top, and then open and release the right hand to the ceiling. Fallen triangle twist. Now both legs are straight in this one, so if you need to take a narrow stance, please do. Both legs are straight. Good. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, take your right hand down to your right block. You're going to move your right block to the right, turn your left block to the high side, and start to walk your left block round to the right. Both legs are straight. All of your right foot is flat on the mat. Keep bringing that left hip back. Don't bring the left hip with you. That's it. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly walk back to center. So this is warming the body up for splits. I said this to the gang last night, and everybody's like, no. And then guess what? They went into splits. So, let's not think about it too much. Okay, so turn your blocks to the flat side, and then I had a coffee sticky mat, a size 10 stick. Go down as far as you can. Option here is to place a block underneath your thighs for support, or just keep the blocks either side on your hands, and just go down as far as your body allows. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. Keep breathing. Good done, Shirley. Keep breathing. Keep the hips square. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, there's no sexy way. You just push into the blocks, bring one leg up, and then step back into your downward dog. That's it. That's it. Hands can stay on your downward dog. Or sorry, stay on your blocks for your downward dog. Good. Take your weight over to the right foot. Left leg goes to the ceiling. Take the left knee into the nose and a big step up with your left. Into your high lunge to begin with. Your blocks frame your left foot this time. And turn them onto the high side to start with the high as you straighten the left leg. Back heel can be lifted. Both legs are straight. Okay, so this is us working into the hamstrings. Now, the tendency is to lift that right hip. We want to keep those hips square. Okay, now once the whole of that left foot is on the mat, turn the right block to the flat side. Place your right hand onto the block and then open the left hand to the ceiling, rotating your gaze. Try not to lift the left toes away. Keep pressing the left big toe, the mound of the toe, into the floor. Good, both legs are straight. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, release your left hand to your left block. Turn your right block to the high side. And then start to walk the blocks round to the left, twisting round. Keep that right hip back. It wants to come with you. Try to keep it back. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, slowly come back. Now, learn from me. One side is always tighter than the other. So if you find that your left is particularly tight, then don't go down. You can do half Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. So drop the right knee as an option. I'm just showing you this in case, because I did pull a hamstring, not yesterday, a year ago. And then straighten that left leg and fold over the left leg. So this is a half split formation. Or try to slowly sink the hips as low down. With your blocks, you can place your block underneath, either side, and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, these are doing amazing, amazing. Just breathe. Deep stretch. One more. Breathe in. Squeeze the belly a lot as you bring the front foot back into your downward dog. Just ease it out. You can place your hands on the blocks for just that added elevation. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, we're lowering both knees to the mat or your knee pad. You have your knee pad, that's it. Move your blocks to one side, coming up onto your knees. These are called sissy squats. So reach the arms in line with your shoulders. Feet are in line with your knees. And you're just going to sway the body back and forward. Now, I'm not saying any of you are doing this, but it's not this. Okay? So just sway the upper part of the body back and forward. Just one more time. Sway back and forward. Now open up the arms into cactus. This is a modified Ustrasana camel pose. We're going to lift the sternum all the way up to the ceiling. Squeeze those elbows back. Don't fling your head back. Just keep looking up towards the ceiling. That's it. Sternum lifts, heart lifts, pelvis stays forward. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, back to our sissy squats. For 3. For 2. Keep breathing. For 1. Now this time, if you want to take full Ustrasana, tuck the toes of both feet under or go back into your cactus, lifting the sternum. Reach back the right hand to your right heel, left hand to your left heel. And then lift the sternum, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades, pelvis comes forward, or perhaps just one arm. And then the other as option 2. That's it. Good. Squeeze those shoulders back, lift the heart even more. So it's working into the thoracic spine, what we've been doing from the start of the class. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly release. Untuck both feet. Lower sit bones down to the heels. We're taking our time here not to shudder into the spine. Take your time. 2 fists onto the floor, one on top of the other. And then forehead comes down on top of the fist. And we do a gentle shake of the tush from side to side. Moving from extension to flexion too quickly can have an effect onto the discs. And then come back to center, flatten the palm, one on top of the other, forehead on the back of the left or right hand, and then again just shake the tush from side to side. And then come back to center, push the floor away with your hands. And we're going to come into tabletop, take your knee pad away. And then we're going to come into clothes. We're going to lie all the way down onto our belly. Take our hands down by our side, start with our forehead down. Squeeze the tush, lift the shoulders away from the floor, and then lift the legs, lift the arms. Salabhasana, locust pose, lift the gaze, squeeze the tush a lot, that's it, good. Some people like to call this Superman pose, I like to call it Superwoman pose. Whatever, just lift and squeeze. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, as you lower, turn your face so that your left or right cheek is rested onto the mat, and then just shake your tush from side to side. So that was option 1. We're going to do a lift again, but this is the second option, bow pose, Dhanurasana. So turn the forehead into the mat. Again, you can lift the legs, the arms, that's option 1. Option 2 is to take both heels into the bum. Reach your hands to hold onto your ankles. Don't allow the knees to separate too far apart. And then lift the thighs, lift the shoulders, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling. And breathe. Good. Hold it there. Squeeze. So now we're giving our front of our thighs a nice big stretch. If you can, flex your feet. Okay, breathe in one more. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly release the legs to the floor, hands to the floor, and then move to the opposite cheek that you didn't use the last time, and slowly shake the tush from side to side. Just ease it out. Well done. And then turn your head, the forehead's back to the mat. Hands come either side of your chest. Draw the navel in, tuck in the toes, push the floor away, half plank. Bring the knees in, cross your feet, and bring the legs through. So just one more before relaxation. This is just a release of the spine after all our heavy work. You're going to lower all the way down. So this is kind of important to do this right. Heel toe the feet out to the width of your mat, knees to the ceiling. Okay, so just let me have a pick, everybody. So you're not bringing the feet forward, yeah? So the heels have come up towards your sit bones. Then you've taken them to the width of your mat. The width of your mat, okay. Then drop both of your knees over to the right. Both of your knees go to the right. Okay, so you're going to work your left knee down, just the left knee down to the floor. You're going to work in that direction. And you're going to take your right foot away from the floor. Just the right foot. That's it. Now place your right ankle on top of the outside edge of your left knee. And the right foot waves the left knee down, assists it down. You can take your arms up into the cactus position. And then rotate your gaze to the left. And I'm just going to have a peek, make sure everybody's okay. That's it, good. Close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Slowly from there, lift the right foot away from your left knee. And then gently and slowly bring the knees back to center, back to the ceiling. And then just adjust your feet before you move to the other side. So make sure they're up towards your sit bones, out wide, and then slowly drop your knees over to the left. Knees go to the left. They will be separated, far apart from one another. And then you're going to take the right knee to the floor, lift the left foot away, lift it first up, and then place it on top of the right knee. Rotate your gaze to the right. And as always, if your arms are too uncomfortable in cactus, you can always just have them straight out from your shoulders, palms rotated to the ceiling. One more breath, inhale, and on the exhale, release your left foot from your knee, bring both knees up to the ceiling, walk your feet back to hip distance apart, bring both knees into the chest, rock your body from side to side, back to center, place your hands underneath your knees, and then roll up just the once, until you grab your clothes. Bring it to relaxation. Don't be afraid to grab what you need from the back of the top wall. Bolstered pillows. So just do a check-in. Check into your breath. Check into the sensations. Just take a few breaths where you are allowing your body to settle down into this moment of relaxation. Letting go of Ujjayi, just breathing in through the nose, and even if you want to exhale through the mouth, that's okay. Just to let go any remnants of tension or holding in our bodies. we come to this stillness, our bodies weighed heavy on our mats, fully supported by the floor. We can let go and relax. Taking our awareness to the crown of our heads, relax the crown of our heads, the back of your head and the sides of your head, forehead. Relax your eyebrows and your eyebrow center, the center of inner wisdom. Relax your eyelids, your eyes, nose, nostrils, cheeks, right ear, left ear, upper lip, lower lip. Unclench your teeth and remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat and neck, the tops of your shoulders, collarbones, chest, heart, front ribs, side ribs, back ribs, the space between your ribs. Relax your belly, your belly button, hips, pelvis, thighs, your knees, shins, ankles, tops of your feet, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, soles of your feet, heels, Achilles, calves, backs of knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back, your shoulder blades, shoulders, armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, the heel of your hands, thumbs, forefingers, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the backs of your hands and the palms of your hands. Both arms, both legs, torso and head, your whole body still. What if each day, before awakening, 2 angels descend, holding your soul by each arm and placing it delicately in your body? We do not need to walk on water. To be alive and to be here is a miracle. We are energy that can speak, light, given a body with a mission to love, be loved, and learn. God has always been a passionate artist, and you, a starry night, framed in skin. Breathe in your own divinity. Follow the ancient scriptures written on your own heart and begin the pilgrimage to your destiny. into your tummy. Draw your navel in. And you slide your feet one at a time up towards your sit bones, knees to the ceiling. And when you are ready, take your knees into your chest, holding onto your shins, lengthen your spine and rock your body from side to side. Come back to center, reach your right arm up and over your head. With your eyes closed, roll over to your right side. Left hand on the floor, just in front of your heart. And with your eyes closed, push the floor away with your left hand, feeling your way up into seated cross-leg position. Sitting up nice and tall with your heart lifted, bring your hands together and rub to cricket. Place your warm hands over your eyes and open your eyes. Squeeze and shut, open. Squeeze and shut, open. Look up, look down, to the right, to the left. Rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then close them again as you bring your hands together, thumbs touching your heart. Take a moment now and repeat your Sankalpa. And repeat it again for your friends and your loved ones and your families. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bow your chin into your chest. Turn the corners of your mouth up to your eyes. Flutter your eyelids open. Namaste.